Today's show is brought to you by Warnology.com. That's www.warnology.com. Your look, your life, your style.
Hey, what's up, guys? It's your boy Jay. Welcome to Jay's World. So let's cook. All right, guys, as you can clearly see, I am in another part of the studio. Okay, actually, I'm in the kitchen. Now, guys, normally I don't wear my hat when I'm cooking, but because my hair is not, let's say, camera ready, and I got some struggle issues going on, I'm going to keep the hat on, and you guys will get sexy bald-headed brother next week. All right, so guys, let's get started. Today, we are going to cook asparagus and chicken. Jay's asparagus and chicken. Guys, this is a very simple recipe. 1, 2, 3, maybe 4 steps, and you are done. Okay, so I have to share with you. Growing up, I was never really a vegetable person. You know, I hated vegetables, as a matter of fact. On a Sunday afternoon or whatever, my mom would cook, asparagus. She would cook broccoli. She would cook Brussels sprouts, which I probably hated the most. And I would shift those vegetables around my plate. I'd eventually put the vegetables in my pockets and lie to my mom and tell her that I had already eaten my vegetables. And later on that week, my mother would do laundry and she would find those vegetables in my pockets while she was doing laundry and cussing me out. No, seriously. My mama would be cussing me out while doing laundry. I'm not even joking. You can ask my sister. She has a very funny story about that. But anyway, these vegetables that I'm about to cook are very simple. I like texture to my vegetables, so I think you guys will really like this. And also the chicken, again, very simple baked chicken. All right, so guys, with all of that said, let's get started.
All right, guys, so the night before, I decided to brine my chicken. Now, some of you are probably asking, what does brine mean? Basically, brining is a quick and easy way to tenderize any protein that you decide to use. It's a combination of water and sea salt. You cannot use regular table salt. You must use sea salt. If you want to bump up that flavor, you can add peppers, onions, garlic, or any other flavors that you want to really enhance your protein. And you can brine for about 4 to 6 hours prior to cooking, and you should be all good.
Okay, guys, first up, let's get started with the chicken. Okay, as you can clearly see, I have 2 leg quarters cut up into 4 pieces. Nice, generous pieces. 2 thighs and 2 legs. Okay, second, I have my EVO, extra virgin olive oil. And thirdly, I have a delicious, flavorful dry rub. Now, you guys can use whatever you want on your chicken. You know, some people just go basic salt and pepper, or some type of barbecue rub. The only difference is if you're going to use like seasoning salt or some special barbecue rub and you are doing the keto diet, you do not want to put sugar in it, okay? No sugar if you're on keto. If you're not on keto, everything is fair game. Now, this particular dry rub was made by a good friend of mine. She's actually planning on marketing this. I cannot give you the ingredients because I don't know the ingredients, but I can tell you this much. Smells real good, tastes real good, and flavorful. All right. Okay, so that's it. All right, so let's get started. First thing first, I want to place my chicken on my cookie sheet. And by the way, my cookie sheet is lined in parchment paper. I love cooking on parchment paper because it's easy and quick. Easy, quick cleanup afterwards. So I'm going to place my pieces on my parchment paper on my cookie sheet. You got a thigh there. You got a leg there. Another thigh there. And let's even it out with one more leg. All right. So next, let me just move this a little more in camera shot so you guys can get a closer look. Okay, hopefully that's better. All right, so now I'm going to use my extra virgin olive oil and I will coat my chicken. All right, so we'll get a little bit on each piece. let's just rub it in as we go. And let's flip each of these pieces over. Drizzle, drizzle, drizzle. Drizzle. Oops, boy, I got a lot on that. All right. And drizzle again. Just drizzle a little bit. And let's drizzle on the other side. Now, guys, the reason why I use extra virgin olive oil is because it just gives the chicken a nice crispness. I know, you know, like a lot of us, we really love texture when we're cooking. You know, even though fried chicken is very delicious and we love fried chicken, if we're trying to watch our health and watch our weight, there's nothing like a nice crispy skin on baked chicken. So that's why I use the extra virgin olive oil. And it also makes the chicken nice and brown and just really good looking. Okay, so now let's just go ahead and add our dry rub. You guys, this dry rub is really, really good. I mean, you can add it for baked chicken, your ribs, pork steaks, great for barbecuing. So let's just rub the dry rub right on in each piece. You know, I like a nice generous coating, so I will coat each piece generously. Let's flip each piece over. And let's put the rub on that side, on the opposite side. And again, you guys coat as generous as possible. You know, I'm a spicy kind of guy, you know. I used to always joke and say my mom was one of the original Spice Girls, so, you know, I grew up on spicy hot food. It's so funny because when I was growing up, whenever we had like family events and my mom was asked to cook, everyone knew that my mother had the hottest food in the family. I mean, my mother put cayenne pepper in everything. She put cayenne pepper in spaghetti, pizza, her greens. I even think my mom put cayenne pepper in cornbread, if I'm not mistaken. But anyway, trust me, this does not have cayenne pepper. Well, it may have a little cayenne pepper in it, you know. I did taste it, so, but it's not super spicy, but it is quite delicious. Okay. All right, so I'm just gonna shake the rest of this out on my chicken. Again, I like a nice, generous coating, so I ain't scared. I ain't scared at all. All right, so let's just go ahead and rub that in. My oven is already preheated at 375. I know some people go 350, but I like to go 375 because, as I've stated before, this chicken is already pre-brined, so it can withstand high heat and it will lock the juices in. So that's why I love brining. I love to brine food. I brine ribs, pork steaks, chicken, you name it, especially when I'm barbecuing, because it just makes the meat nice and tender and juicy. And while that's baking, we'll work on our asparagus next. All right, guys, meanwhile, back at the ranch, let's prepare our asparagus. Okay, so I have my asparagus all rinsed and laid out on my cutlery board. I use this all natural fruit and vegetable wash to make sure that my asparagus is thoroughly washed. Again, I have my EVO, my extra virgin olive oil, some balsamic vinegar, and all natural sea salt, which I happen to love, and my pepper. So now let me just let you guys know, when seasoning your asparagus, you guys can even add more ingredients. I normally do fresh garlic, but I'm out of my garlic. I don't like to do the powdered garlic. I just like to do the, you know, just kind of break open the, you know, my fresh garlic, and it just, I don't know, it's just my own choice. But you can use the powdered garlic if you like. Okay, so first of all, before we cook the asparagus, I tend to like to cut the ends off of my asparagus, because asparagus ends are very bitter. I don't know if you guys ever bit into the end of an asparagus, but the tips are really, really bitter. So I like to make sure that I get rid of all of those tips. so we can get straight to the flavor, you know what I'm saying? So let's just go ahead and get all of these tips off of the asparagus. Let's see, I think I just got about all of them. Okay, here's another one. And another, and the sister and the brother. Okay, let's get one more. And here's my last one. Okay, so I got rid of all of my asparagus tips. So from there, we want to transfer the asparagus over to my little mini cookie sheet here, lined with my parchment paper. Y'all know how I feel about that parchment paper. Love it. It's just easy, quick cleanup, and you're done. So let's just go ahead and lay out all of our asparagus onto the little cookie sheet there, looking all pretty and green and everything. Let's drizzle it with a little EVO. Tell you what, let's just move all of this aside so we can get a better camera shot. All right, let's move this camera up a little bit. All right, hopefully that's a little bit better. All right, so I'm going to drizzle my asparagus with some extra virgin olive oil. Rub that in. Coat that really well. All right, that's nice and coated with my extra virgin olive oil. Next, I'm going to drizzle a little of balsamic vinegar, just a little bit to kick up that flavor. All right, get that nice and coated there. Cool. Man, I wish y'all could smell this kitchen right now. That chicken is smelling so good. Woo-wee! Man, it's smelling good up in here. All right, so next, let's get some salt. Get my sea salt here. Now, I'll tell you what about sea salt. Sea salt is quite potent. It's very, very salty, even more salty than your regular box salt. So you really don't have to use a lot. Let's just shake a little bit more onto there. And that'll pretty much do it for me as far as the sea salt. Next, we will get some fresh cracked black pepper. Let's get that cracking. You get it? Cracking, black pepper. Boom, boom. Okay, anyway. All right, so let's just go ahead and let's get some black pepper on this bad boy. Boom, boom, boom. Again, if you wanted to use garlic, you can throw that on there too. So let's get all of that nice and coated. Spread that out nice and evenly in the cookie sheet. I'll let you guys get a closer look at that. See that? See all the seasonings and how that's all spread out and nice and pretty and everything. And you want to go ahead and preheat your oven at about 400 degrees, and you will bake this for no more than 6 to 8 minutes. 6 to 8 minutes. I usually go the full 8 because I like to have my asparagus nice and green and crisp. Like literally, it will still have its bite and its crispness, and it won't get all gross and limp. You know how some people boil asparagus, and then when they put it on the plate, it's all soggy and then the green and everything is boiled out of it. You know, you lose all of those nutrients in the water, in the boiled water. Well, when you make it my way, Jay's way, you keep all of the nutrients in the asparagus. It's nice and crisp and pretty to look at, and it's very inviting to eat, and it tastes super, super flavorful. Okay, so right now the chicken should be about ready to take out, and we'll slide these bad boys in, and we'll get it cracking. We'll be right back. Yeah, all right. Here we go, y'all. Just took it out of the oven. Look at that. Man, oh man, oh man. I wish we had smell-o-vision, baby. Boy, this chicken look good. Don't it look good, y'all? I wish you would say this chicken don't look good. I'll block you from my channel right now. I'm just playing. I ain't gonna block you out for real. Subscribe. No, but seriously, man, look at this chicken. Oh man, look at that. Nice and golden. You can see all the seasonings in it. Yeah, as a matter of fact, let me give you a closer look. Look at that. Look at that. Look at those juices on the chicken. Man, that looks good. Oh my God, that looks so good. And it smells even better than it looks. All right, so let me get a plate and we will get this plated. Whoa, live television. All right, got a plate there. Okay guys, normally when we take chicken out of the oven, we like for the chicken to rest. So I'm just going to plate the chicken. Oh boy. 1 piece. 2 piece. Boy, that looks good. Oh my God, it looks so good. 3 pieces. And 4 pieces. All right. Let's take another look at that. See what I mean? Like, seriously, guys, it smells so good. You can see all the juices, man, and the seasonings. Nice and keto friendly, no sugar. And also, you guys, if you don't want to use this, if you don't want to eat the skin, because I know skin is kind of fatty, you know, it has lots of fat in it, you can just take the skin off because there's still flavor in the chicken from the brining. So, and also even with the flavors, the seasoning that I put on top of the chicken, it still made its way into the chicken. So you're gonna get some good chicken regardless, man. But look at that. Wow, that looks good. Okay, now, let's plate our asparagus. Uh-oh, y'all, you hear that? All right, sounds like the asparagus is done. Let's go get it. Taking it out the oven right now. Ooh, baby, look at that. Yeah, yeah. Look at that, look at that. Yeah, that's what I'm talking about. You hear that? Y'all hear that sizzle, baby? Mm-hmm. Oh, I know you hear the sizzle. Listen, take it in. Nice and green. All the nutrients are still there. Nothing's been boiled out in the water. So let's go ahead and plate it right now. All right. I don't know, y'all. I'm feeling a little greedy. I think I'll have 2 pieces of chicken. I'll take a thigh and one of these nice juicy legs here. Look at that, look at that. I'm all fancy like they do in the restaurants. And I will take me a few pieces of asparagus. Yeah. That's restaurant style, baby. Restaurant style. And I will give you an up close. Look at that. See how nice and green that asparagus is? And the nice golden color on the chicken. Isn't that nice? Oh, I wish I had smell-o-vision. It smells so good. Well, there you have it. Baked chicken and asparagus, J style. Maybe I'll give this asparagus a little taste right now. Let's see. Uh-oh. Oh boy. Man, that fell off the plate. Lost one. Let's try another one. All right, here we go. Still got the bite and everything, y'all. Good stuff. See, that's what's up. All right, guys, that's it. That's all I got. Hope you enjoyed this recipe. Thank you for cooking with Jay. Again, real simple recipe. 1, 2, 3, maybe 4 steps, and you're done. You know, even if you're dog tired after work, you can just come home. You've already thawed out the chicken. You know, you can stop at the grocery store, get some asparagus if you don't have any already, and that recipe really will be done in an hour and 10 minutes, tops, okay? That's it. All right, so guys, please don't forget to rate, comment, and subscribe to this channel. Also, hit that little bell so you can be down with the notification squad. You know how we do it here at Jay's World, and I will see you next week. Bye.